So we fly out of Houston, Texas to Kauai, Hawaii tomorrow. I'm on my way to Houston to meet up with my husband at my mom's house, and we are all going, as well as some other family members, to Kauai. It is my aunt and uncle's 25th wedding anniversary. They had invited us to go, and we thought, what a fantastic opportunity this would be for us to celebrate our honeymoon, even though we were married already over 5 months ago. To make a little stop in Hemphill on our way to Houston to get the dogs vaccinated because they're going to be staying in the kennel for the next week while we're on vacation. So you got 3 shots, Noel got 4. Andrew is at work. He gets off of the boats tonight at like midnight, and then he will drive from Louisiana to Houston. So he has a huge, and then from there we get on the plane to go on this 10-hour flight to Hawaii. I have to take him to the dog kennel tomorrow to board them. I've never boarded an animal before. I made it to my mom's just as a storm hit. Hopefully it will clear out before our flight tomorrow.
Holy shit.
Took the dogs to the kennel. It wasn't what I was sold over the phone, but it's whatever. They're gonna be fine. I know they'll live.
Videoing. Sorry. I'm a little tired.
Good morning. It is the first morning in Hawaii. Kauai, Hawaii. By the time that we got off of the airport and unloaded and the rental car and all of that stuff, it was like 11 o'clock when we were driving to the hotel, and so it was literally pitch black. You couldn't really see anything except for the immediate like foliage that was near the roads, like the trees, and there was some sugar cane on the right. So I'm about to go peek out our balcony window for the first time to see Hawaii for the first time. I'm like super excited. Andrew has gone golfing with Seth, Ivy's boyfriend, and some other family members. I'm gonna put some shorts on and then we're gonna go check the outside. Oh my goodness. It is a tropical resort. We made it to Kauai. This is so awesome. There's like extra security here. Oh, you can see the beach off in the distance. Oh my god, I'm so excited. While all of the men were out golfing, my daughter Ivy and I and our cousin Zoe went to go hang out down at the beach. We played in the water and we got some sun and hung out and talked. It was a really great time, and we watched this endangered Hawaiian monk seal who was resting on the beach, and it was really cool because they had put this kind of semi-barricade around it and with signs letting people know not to touch him or disturb him. This morning, Andrew and I woke up around 4:30 because of jet lag. We decided to go for a walk and go out exploring. I'm so glad that we did. We caught this absolutely picturesque sunrise. There were some surfers already out catching some waves. I got to see sea urchins for the first time in real life. And then we found this little trail to hike up to a top of a cliff where we could get an even better view of the Pacific Ocean. I've really been looking forward to this trip because I'm immensely inspired by nature, different cultures. I was very excited to learn about the different wildlife that was on the island and the plant life and get to meet some of the people and just experience something so far from what I'm used to. I watch David Attenborough nature documentaries almost every single night, and so I see all of these things that I wish that I could see in person, and now I get to experience that on this trip. I'm just over the moon for that. That afternoon, we had family pictures with a champagne toast. This is the spot where my aunt and uncle were married 25 years ago. After the pictures, we herded onto a shuttle that took us to Kauai Plantation for a luau pre-show, open bar, dinner, and main show. That was an interesting experience. I learned quite a lot about the island on the shuttle ride. Noteworthy is the African albizia tree that was imported to the island over a century ago, which has since become invasive. And I learned even more about the Mai Tais. I gravely underestimated how strong they were. By the time we were on the train tour through Kauai Plantation, I was feeling no pain. We did get to stop and feed some horses, cows, and pigs. I was totally in my element and probably enjoying it a little bit too much.
Alright, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Luau Kalamata.
After the train ride, we arrived to the luau location and we got to see the unveiling of the emu, which is the wild pig baked in an underground oven. The smell was quite remarkable. I don't know if I like that part so much, but it's interesting. Then we got to try a buffet style food. I did try some of the pork, but I can't say that I was much of a fan. After the buffet, the show began, and it was interesting. It was very theatrical, very maximally produced. Would love to see a luau in a more intimate setting, but I did enjoy it. It was a great show and there were some very talented people. I think that my favorite part of the show was the fire poi dancers and also the storyline. The storyline was really captivating. Overall, it was a good experience. Today, Andrew and I are driving to the north side of the island as far as the road will take us. The road only goes so far because the rest of the island is not navigable by car. And we're also on a quest to find Holy Grail donuts, which I had read about. These donuts are made from taro root, which is an absolute staple in Hawaii, and they were fried in coconut oil. And let me tell you, holy cow, I think I found the best donut I've ever had, and I'm not exaggerating. We stopped at a local thrift store on the way, and I was totally shocked at how reasonable their prices were. They had $3 pants, shirts, skirts, you name it. It was unbelievable. The drive was absolutely beautiful, and we got to drive over several of these one-lane bridges, which was kind of scary but kind of cool at the same time because I'd never experienced anything like that. I think the local courtesy is only 5 to 7 vehicles can cross at one time, and so then that gives everyone going different directions a chance to cross. But once we got through all of that, it really just started to open up, and then the terrain changed, and it felt like we were in a movie scene, like in Jungle Cruise or something like that. I can see why that they filmed those movies here. It was breathtaking. So, good morning. It's day 4. It's beautiful here. It truly is a paradise. I now understand it and get to experience it firsthand. There's literally so much to do and so much to see here. Even just within the resort that we're staying at, there's so much to do. But I mean, of course, we want to get out and see the island and other things like that. I'm really grateful for this experience. It has been a little stressful, though, to be honest, the jet lag, and just there's a 5-hour time difference here. Also, the flight was extremely long, and it just, I don't think we ever recovered from that. They have the absolute most bestest breakfast buffet here ever. It is so good. It is so good. But the problem is it's like really expensive, and I don't eat that much, and I really hate wasting food and money. And so I feel like I'm not able to eat my money's worth of food, and so I just have felt disconnected this whole trip, and I thought that maybe it was just the hustle and the bustle, and then the jet lag. I'm having such a hard time getting into my body and just being present. I really don't know what it is, but I'm hoping it's just that I'm tired. The one time that I felt like the most grounded and like present and just centered was like one evening. First day or second day we were here, Andrew was taking a nap, and everyone was kind of doing their own thing. And so I went to the beach by myself, and I just laid out there and listened to the waves, and it was magical. Like it felt so good. So I think since Andrew went to go golfing this morning with some other people, I think I might just go down to the beach for a while again and just enjoy some of that time alone, because it's really, I mean, we only have like 2 more days here, today and tomorrow, Tomorrow we go snorkeling, and there's so much I wanted to do here, but we're just running out of time. That evening, we got to eat dinner with my mom, my daughter Ivy, and her boyfriend Seth, and our cousin Zoe. We ate at the Tide Pools restaurant at the resort. It was definitely a very classy restaurant. We had our own little intimate seating area that was on this kind of terrace with the koi pond surrounding it. It was definitely a high-end experience with meticulous service, upscale ambience, and gourmet meals, and the drinks were fantastic. This was my favorite dinner of the whole trip. The only video I got of food is this roll. In fact, I think I only got one other picture of any of the food that we ate the whole time we were there other than the donuts, because I was so caught up in the whole experience. This was the day that I had anticipated the most, and it was by far my most favorite day on our trip. We took a catamaran boat and snorkeling tour of the Napali coast, which is the northwestern coast of Kauai Island. I knew that we were going to go snorkeling, and I was really looking forward to that and seeing the island from this point of view, but I had no idea that we were going to see dolphins swimming in the Pacific Ocean, and so that was just an amazing surprise, and I'm not going to lie, I kind of lost it a little bit. If you ever get a chance to go to Kauai, I 11 out of 10 recommend booking a catamaran boat tour with Catamaran Kahanu. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just really appreciate how unforgettable they made this day. We're traveling back home this morning, and so we just packed up our bags, and then we went to eat at the breakfast buffet for one last time. Seriously, the food was amazing here. And I guess I did get more video of food. I just randomly found this one. That morning, just to kill some time before our flight, we went over to Poipu Beach, and there were sea turtles, basking in the sun, and we got to see one as he ventured back into the ocean. It was so cool. Almost there. Right. I never really expected to be able to experience a vacation like this. So again, I'm incredibly grateful. Yay! I was also really impressed at how much respect that the residents of Hawaii have for nature and for the environment. It was really encouraging to see. Overall, this was an unforgettable experience, and if you ever have an opportunity to go to Hawaii, I definitely recommend going to Kauai. It was magical, and there really isn't a word to describe the vibe of the whole place. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more adventures with Wildwood, Vagabond, and Andrew. Bye!